Hello, everybody. Welcome to Insufficient Friends. I'm Kevin. She is Stevie. And Steve, it's the first episode. It's been a couple months in the making here, isn't it?
Hi. Yeah. This is exciting.
Yeah. It's been also, I haven't seen you in like a month, so
I know.
feels like I haven't seen you in forever.
I know.
Going,
Me.
working every day
Yeah.
to not seeing you in a month is a long
Right.
time.
Right. Yep. Started a new job, and you went to Disney
Yeah.
for 3 weeks?
2 weeks.
2
I was
weeks.
there for 2 weeks. Had a blast.
Good. What was if you had to narrow it down, the best? Your peak and your pit.
I don't know.
The highlight, and then the thing they were like, oh, I wish maybe I would have
Um,
left that one out.
I had probably the most fun at Magic Kingdom, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's been 15 years since I've been there, so it's been a while. And then lowest, I don't know. I didn't have a lot of fun at Universal, but Universal's got some great stuff. I got done with it all in like a day. So maybe maybe it just didn't, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
I didn't, just wasn't as much fun as I expected it to be. It still was fun. Like I still saw a lot of stuff and saw some cool stuff. That Harry Potter land is freaking cool,
Yeah.
but
Do you seeing things at Disney World? Is it equivalent to how you feel when you're at a concert and you see a famous person coming out for the first time?
No, I don't get starstruck like that. Like, I mean, it's cool,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't get like the starstruck. When I go to Disney, I feel like a kid. I just feel like a big kid.
Yeah.
Because I have, I grew up with it.
Mhm.
And I didn't. It's just what it is. It's nothing
Yeah.
special, but it is special. But
Right.
it's
It's a different
feeling. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just feel like I feel like I was 10 years old again, running around a theme park. So I
Gosh.
could do whatever I wanted to.
Right. You're on your clock.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to go so bad.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You would have had a blast. It was so much fun.
I love what's a food you had that is
Like a
unforgettable.
specific food or a restaurant?
Like a specific food. Because don't they have a bunch of food when you walk around? They have just little shacks that you can get stuff from.
So as far as the kiosks go, like in Epcot and
Kiosk.
stuff, probably there was this in the France pavilion in Epcot. There was this it's basically just a bread bowl with melted brie in the middle of it,
Ooh.
and that's all it is, and it's wonderful.
That sounds really good.
It's extremely wonderful. But as far as something nice that I had, there was the that I ate at one of those nice restaurants.
You sent me pictures of
It
some
did
of
send you
it.
pictures of some of it, but there was a steak that they had at this restaurant,
Mhm.
and it was a Victorian Albert's, which is in the Grand Floridian in Disney.
Okay.
And it's not a cheap meal. You have to be able to want to do it because
It's a planned
planned big
saving up
ordeal.
for that
Yeah,
meal.
you're saving up for that meal. But there was a steak was one of the courses, and I swear to God, never had a steak that actually melted in my mouth like butter. Like
Really?
you put it in your mouth and it dissolves away.
I don't think I've had any food that actually does that. People
Yeah.
say things do that. That's the only one.
That's probably the best thing that I had. But there was so much good food.
Right.
They have so much food there. So whatever you want, you can find.
I feel like that would be my favorite part of going to Disney World.
It doesn't surprise
the
me at all.
food. And I see people do, I think it's in the Harry Potter world. They, or no, well, there's you can get the beer.
The butter beer?
Is
Uh-huh.
that
Yeah, I tried
Is
it.
that actual beer?
No.
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's like a hot cider almost.
Oh,
It's like a butterscotch cider.
gotcha.
It
And
was
then
interesting.
they have drink around the world.
That's an Epcot. That's at
Epcot.
Disney. Yeah.
Okay, that I would like to.
I don't know if you'd make it, Steve.
We've had this conversation before, and I think
don't-
you said the
I don't know
same
if you'd
thing
make
back
it.
then.
Yeah,
I
don't
would
think
have
you'd make it.
but I mean, might be glad trying them all. I don't have to finish each drink.
Yeah, that's
know?
true. But a lot of some of them some of them are small, so they're not big, like a tequila or something like that. Or I guess you can get margarita
Oh.
in Mexico, but
Yeah.
if you do a shot of tequila or something like that, or if you do a sake is usually not a lot to drink. I don't know how much they give you because I'm not
Right.
do that, but
you know how many different
I think there's
locations?
11 pavilions.
Oh,
So
I could do that.
you got to get 11 different drinks.
It would be a long day,
Yeah.
but I could do it.
I mean, I guess if you
Maybe
go
long
from
in the
the
night.
start of the day to the end of the night, like
Sure,
it's open
yeah,
12
you could come
hours, so
back.
you got a
True.
long time. But yeah, there's
Okay.
tons of stuff. But how was your
Good.
time how was your new job? How do you
Oh
enjoy,
gosh.
what do
It's
you enjoy about it now?
well, I've been having to remind myself that it is an internship,
Mhm.
not a job,
Yeah.
and that it's okay that I don't know what's going on a lot of the times.
Yeah.
But I mean, I really like the people,
Mhm.
and I am learning a lot, but it's different. In a way, like people don't, most of the people I work with are either in their offices or there's two desks
Yeah.
in the area that I'm in, and we're a pretty good distance, and like we're calling a lot, rather if it's a customer or if it's a company that we need information for a customer.
Yeah.
So there's not like a lot of talking versus when we work together, it's 2 to 4 people in this little area all day, and we're just talking all
Yeah.
day basically. So I miss that. Some days, like if they can go by pretty slow if everyone's really busy, because then no one is gonna talk, and I'm just like waiting for someone to like come out of the office. I can be like, hi.
That makes sense.
But I like it. I like not being. It's much more flexible
Oh yeah.
than what I'm
Oh,
used
sure.
to, and I'm trying to take advantage of that and like enjoy it. And
Mhm.
remember, like I'm probably never gonna have a schedule like this ever again in my life where I can just do whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
to a certain extent, I still take Fridays off.
Yeah.
I just, I mean, I can only work 28 hours a week, so I have to like leave early some days, and I just pick when I do it. So
Okay.
yeah,
Sounds
I've
nice.
been enjoying that. Yeah, it's weird to be downtown
Yeah.
too. Like,
Not in a different location.
yeah, and it's
general.
just like, oh, we're just all in this big building. We're all just working to make this company all work together. And we're like, you go to the break room, when we would go to the break room when we work together, it's like you might have one other person in there, but you're just stopping in. It's like,
Yeah.
it's usually just you. There's so many people in and out of that break room all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I can't eat lunch in there sometimes because there's no spots because it's for everyone.
Yeah.
But I like it. I think it's gonna be good for
That's
me in
good.
the long run.
Good. I think so too. I think it's gonna be good because it's what you want to do more. So.
Right, yeah. And I think that the more I see and learn too, I'm like, oh, okay, I could see myself doing that one day. Just
Mhm.
like talking with clients, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Okay, I have one question.
Okay.
Well, it's a two-parter, I guess.
Okay.
Are you watching the Super Bowl? Do you have plans to watch it?
Probably not. I have to sleep.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about your schedule a little bit for our listeners. What's your
The
like
3 people that are listening to us right now.
well, right
Hopefully
now
more than that.
0,
Well,
but
yeah.
you never know. What's your like if you just have no days off, you're just working an average week, and like including a Saturday, what does your week look like? And like from Sunday to Sunday, what does it look like?
I work
And times
11.
yeah.
11 at night to
Mhm.
1 in the afternoon the next day. So 11 Sunday night to 1
Mhm.
Monday morning.
Right.
I do that through Thursday, and then Thursday night I do 11 at night to 5:45
Mhm.
Friday afternoon, and then
Mhm.
Saturday morning. That's
Yeah.
usually what it is, and then I get off day and a half.
And how do you like doing that? And
I
how do
mean,
you
it's fine.
yeah.
I don't have anything else to do, so
Are you like, is there part of you that, in terms of doing this podcast, think like, "Ugh, I don't have time for this. I don't
no,
wanna."
I always got time for you, Steve. Come
Oh,
on.
true. Good point. Because if it wasn't this, we'd be finding something else.
Exactly.
We'd be golfing or going somewhere,
Exactly.
figuring something out.
And we always used to talk every day, so
I know.
we gotta talk sometime.
True.
And
True.
whatever, I mean, however many people want to listen to us talk, I
Right.
guess it's whatever. But
Right. I saw, um, my boyfriend was telling me how there's a podcast he listens to, and he's going back from the beginning because they have like 500 episodes.
Mhm.
They post every week, and he said he went back to like the very beginning, just started listening to the first episode, and by episode 9, they were like, "We finally got a comment." And so like 9 weeks went by because at the end of every episode they were like, please comment and rate the
Yeah.
podcast, whatever, it helps us. And he said, so sometimes, but to me that's like, okay, great.
Yeah.
Week 9, that's not bad. I have no idea how to like scale if it is
If it's
doing well.
if it's doing well.
Yeah, which
I
I don't
mean,
really care.
No, I don't really know.
Yeah.
I
so
mean, we'll figure it out as we go,
it's
I
all
guess.
just
you know.
fun.
It's just for fun, you know. We don't have anything
Mhm.
else to do, so why not have fun?
And we like to talk.
Yeah, exactly. So what was your other question? You said you had another question.
Yeah. So what's your prediction on the Super Bowl? Like if you like to a score, to numbers.
I think it's going to be close.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the other day that I think, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it was somewhere around 50 points total is what I think they were looking at a day or two ago.
Like
So,
predicting
Yeah,
that like 25 and 25.
that's what
or-
like the like gambling books were putting
Oh,
it at. I think
gotcha.
it's over under around 50, something like that. I don't exactly remember which one it was now, but the I don't. They've both been really good this year. Of course, I'm a Chiefs fan. and I know you're an Eagles fan. You're an Eagles fan. But I have a feeling it's gonna be close. I hope the Chiefs win, but I don't know. Like it's probably gonna be something like the AFC Championship or like the Chiefs just finished. It's gonna be like 27-30 or something like that. It's going to be something extremely like 3 points, a kick at the end or something like that, or it's going to be a blowout. Or it'll
Yeah.
just be entirely one-sided. But let's hope for the 30-27 or something.
I would be surprised if it was one side completely blew the other out of the water. I don't watch football.
Yeah, I know.
ever. This is like the one time a year, and honestly, I'll probably just like be in the room while
Yeah.
the game is on,
Watching the
while I
commercials.
like eat buffalo chicken dip
Yeah.
to the side. But obviously, yeah, of course, I want the Eagles to win.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this? And maybe it kind of comes from the gambling scene. I don't know too much about that, but there's like this thing going around. It's more of a meme, and it says the script got leaked for the Super Bowl. Like it's already been planned and it's already happened, and like it doesn't actually show a live game, and like the scores are predetermined.
I feel like I heard something about that. But I don't really know. I don't really pay attention to most of that stuff. So
Yeah, I don't really either.
I don't. I'm not really on social
That's
media,
true.
so I don't see any of that.
That's
most
true.
of that stuff.
I didn't know. Don't you get on Reddit? That seems like a
Little
Reddit
bit. Not
a Reddit thing.
a while,
But they all have said that the Eagles win.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
to let you know if the script really has leaked.
I think the Eagles are favored. Like I think they
yeah.
are favored, and I think it is. But it is close. So we'll see. We'll see what it ends up being.
I am so, what's it called? The bandwagon? Where you're like not a
Bandwagon?
fan
Yeah.
of something and
Yeah.
then
You just jump on whenever they're doing
right.
good.
I'm always a fan of the Eagles, but I don't talk about it or ever
Yeah.
tell people that I even know what's happening until the Eagles are doing like somewhat good, and then I'll like repost stuff on Instagram and I'll like just all of a sudden become a fan of football.
Yeah.
The It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia cast on Instagram, they've been like posting a bunch of videos about it. So, and I'm pretty sure last time the Eagles were in the Super Bowl, they filmed like an episode about it on the show. So that'll be something to look forward to.
Okay.
On It's
Yeah.
Always Sunny. I don't know
Yeah.
if you watch.
No,
that show.
I've heard it's funny, but I haven't actually ever watched it. It kind of daunts me a little bit to get into that show because it's got so many seasons at this point.
Yeah,
And
I see. Yeah,
It's been on for so long, and I kind of feel like, well, I don't have time to watch all
right.
these.
And I see where you're coming from. It can sound intimidating, but it's not a show that you really need to pay attention to. It's kind of like a friend. It's a sitcom,
Yeah.
right? Every episode's got a different story. Like you kind of need to know the characters, but it's
Yeah.
the same all throughout. So
I-
it's good. Just
I still like, especially the first time I watch it, I still like to pay attention so that I know what's going on.
sure.
Because the only ones I don't put on a lot of stuff in the background. Like every once in a
Mm.
while, I do watch a lot of YouTube channels, but usually I'm paying attention to them. The only ones I'll ever put on the background or anything is usually things that I've seen already.
Mhm.
So like I Scrubs is one of my favorite shows of all time. And a lot of times if I'm just not doing anything or I'm doing something and I'm not going to be paying attention to it, like laundry or something else, I just put on Scrubs and I just let it go in the background and I can hear it, but I'm not paying it, watching it or anything like that.
How many times do you think you've watched Scrubs all the way through?
Probably at least 5.
And how many seasons? How many episodes per season typically?
I think it was like a normal type sitcom type thing. So like 20 some episodes a season,
Quite a few.
30 minutes a piece. So,
Mhm.
and I think they went. I think they went 6 years, 6 seasons.
Oh, that's not that much.
No, it was. It was a good show. Oh, 9 seasons. Okay, 9 seasons. But I think that's the last season is a bunch of people didn't. It was a lot different. The last season didn't have the same bunch of the same characters like running it, so
Yeah.
I don't think it wasn't nearly as popular. So
People get let down a lot by like last episodes
yeah,
of shows.
I have gotten let down by last episodes of. So there's 182 episodes, 9 seasons, 182 episodes. So at 182 episodes, what is that, like minutes a piece? Television. Where'd my calculator go? Anyway, what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying.
We were talking about
But
episodes per season. Oh, we were talking about being disappointed by the ending of a show. then-
oh yeah. So even if I don't like the last episode or whatever, I can still watch the show. Like I'm not one of the people that like it ruins the entire thing. I'm never gonna watch
Right.
this again because I can't stand it.
Right.
I still like the show because I obviously watched the whole thing, so I still enjoyed
Mhm.
the show just because I didn't like one episode or how they did
Yeah.
something. By the way, 182 episodes at 22 minutes apiece is 4,004 minutes. So that's a little
That's a
bit of
lot.
time.
Calculating that.
Yeah, that's 66 hours of television, so
Yeah.
that's a good chunk of time.
I think it comes out of if someone is stubborn, they might not watch a show again based off the principle of, oh, I didn't like how this ended. For me, that's How I Met Your Mother. I'll probably
Yeah.
never watch that again. It stung. It
See,
hurt me. to my core.
that's again one of my favorite shows. So like, and I still watch it. I still put it on in the background and I still watch it because even if you don't like what happened, like it's what I expected would happen. Like it's exactly what I expected would happen, but it's not. Yeah, could it have been better? It probably all could in hindsight, but
Mhm.
it doesn't make me not like the rest of it. It doesn't make me not laugh at the show in general when I go watch the rest of it. So
And there's the difference between you and I. I watch it the whole time. I'm just like, ugh, but the ending. I
the
don't
ending
know.
ruins it. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Not really. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to rewatch that entire show again. So maybe that's a bad example.
I get that.
We're watching right now. Have you ever seen Shameless?
Mm-mm. No,
Do you have Netflix?
I do.
Okay.
I haven't turned on Netflix in a long time. I probably locked out with their new rules because I haven't
Oh, God.
turned it on in forever. So
They deleted your account.
they might have deleted my account because they're locking all the people and stuff. That's been a big thing recently with
That's
with the
true.
new rules. So I have I haven't had a lot of time to get on Netflix, and I just haven't. There hasn't been anything that's really that I've seen anywhere that's caught my eye to need to get on it or anything lately. So that's not one of the ones that I've been on at the moment. But
Do you know what Shameless is? Like, have you heard of it?
I've heard of it, and I've heard that people like it, but I haven't. I don't actually know what the premise is or anything.
It's a pretty wild show. It's pretty jarring. I think that's why. Like a lot of the times, it doesn't always feel good to watch it, but the stuff that happens is so crazy. It's just about this family that like is a bunch of siblings. The parents were never really around, and so the kids are kind of all raising each other and just
Okay.
trying to figure it out. And they don't make great decisions, and so you're just following them along. But it is wild. Do you know who William H Macy is?
Mhm,
Actor?
yeah.
So he plays like the dad. He's like
Yeah,
the
I've
deadbeat.
seen like the like cover
Yeah.
art, or the art for it and stuff. Like
Oh,
that, or
sure,
the
yeah,
posters and
yeah.
things. So I've seen the kind of that him. I know
Mhm.
for sure on there.
I've never seen him in anything else, so I don't know if this is like it's. I have a bias though now. against him, so maybe
Against
I need
him?
to watch. Yeah, he sucks in this show at least. Like he's not as an actor; he's a great actor, but his character really sucks.
Yeah.
So I need to watch
I'm trying to
something where
think of.
he's
I mean,
a
I've
good
seen him in
person.
things, but I can't off the top of my head remember
Hmm.
what it was. Um, but I know I've seen him in stuff before, like a lot of things before. I've seen him in tons of different things. But um, do you like? Is it good? Are you
Oh yeah,
enjoying it?
yeah. Like
Okay.
eyes are glued to the TV. We can't stop watching it, but it like you go through every emotion. Like
Well,
you
that's
want to
good.
cry, but then you want to like throw stuff at the TV. You get
Okay.
mad at the characters because they make really bad decisions.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't. That's probably something I need to watch.
It's pretty good, and it's not too. I mean, and the episodes are 50. They're like 45 minutes. I guess they'd probably be
They're
like
like an
hour
hour,
long
so
on
they're
TV.
hour on TV, but
Right.
they're 40
Mm-hmm.
40 something minutes. Yeah, is what
Correct.
it is for commercial.
And there's like 12 episodes a season. I think there's 10 seasons, but if it goes by, I mean, to me, it's gone by so fast. But that's my
Well, it's-
obsession.
I mean that, but that means you like it, so that's
Right.
good. I mean that's a big. So, um, what else have you been up to?
The new season of RuPaul's Drag Race is happening
Is
right
that
now.
on? Is that
Yeah, it's
on
like,
now?
Yeah, so every Friday I
Oh.
have to like go buy an episode on like Google Play because I
Okay.
don't have cable. Speaking of hour-long episodes,
Yeah.
they used to. This is the first year it's airing on MTV,
Okay.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
And MTV wants to like run the episode, do reruns,
Mhm.
and they've cut it down. RuPaul's Drag Race has always been an hour and a half show
Okay.
on TV. This year it's an hour on MTV. And every like all of like I watch all the recap shows after
Yeah.
every episode, and everyone is always talking about it feels so short. Like they are just taking out so much to try to fit it in this like 46-minute
Yeah.
thing now. And they just announced on their Instagram like this week that starting next Friday the episodes will go back to 90 minutes.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll love that.
Yeah, you just have to. You have to get you have to get everything about it is important. Every detail clearly because it makes a difference.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's 30 minutes isn't, it's not actually a lot of time, but in television, it's forever.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
it
you would
is,
know.
it is forever in television.
Yeah.
So, but that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying that. I'm glad it's back on for you. You're looking over here at this thing. Are you
I don't know, I'm
intrigued by it or something?
Yeah, it's like mesmerizing.
She's talking about the little board that we use for our audio here. She's not used to seeing it. So,
One day, if we ever have a video, we'll have like if we record it,
well, that's a goal. We just
Yeah.
have to get there.
we'll show it to
But-
everyone and all of our listeners.
Yeah.
We get to
All the
become
all the people
viewers.
that end up becoming viewers will be able to see
Yeah.
it. Yes,
I've had 2 people tell me they're excited to listen.
that's good.
The only 2 people I've told. But
I saw you created an Instagram for us.
I
saw
did.
that.
Mhm.
Insufficient_funds, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like the NSF
Yeah.
_. Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw that you did that. So if you want to see pictures, well, I'm sure we'll post pictures and when we
Yeah.
do episodes and stuff like that. But if you want to see that, you can go to that. But I saw that you followed it.
Yes.
And was the other one? Who was the other? There was somebody else that followed
Oh
it.
God! Don't say
I
the
don't-
name on it because I
I
actually
don't know who it
know.
was.
God, no one was supposed to see it yet. I just made it to have it.
Well, I knew that, but
I'm
but I
sorry.
went in there to add something to it or look at something, and it looked like I thought there was somebody else that followed us, but I don't know who it was.
Oh my gosh, it's my friend. That's fine. It's my friend from high school.
Okay.
Shout out to Sawyer, our first Instagram follower.
Okay,
That's so funny. I don't know. He probably saw. I mean, how many people do you know named Stevie? Not that many.
not that many, but that's still a random thing to.
So I bet also Instagram, most social media is like if you have if you have someone's phone number and they create an account, you might get some type of notification.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
there's a new
That would make
account,
sense.
from your contacts. It doesn't say that I'm the one running it, but obviously it has my name, and he doesn't
Yeah.
know that many people named Stevie. So,
Okay,
there
well
we go.
that makes sense then.
We have our first follower.
Yeah.
That's not me.
It's not you.
Okay, cool. I know we need to I made a very basic bio for it. Maybe
Yeah, I saw that.
We'll work on it and change it if you
Yeah.
want.
I think it works. don't know,
Minimalistic.
it is what does it say? Something about like two friends just having a chat or something like that.
Literally, yeah.
That's pretty much what we're doing. We
Yeah.
haven't done anything else so far. So
Should I change it to? It's spelt full out. Should I change it to like just an INSF for the Instagram name to make it like easier to find?
I think it's fine.
Okay. Well, follow us on Instagram, insufficient_friends.
Yes, follow us on Instagram. Like
Self-promo.
and comment the podcast if you enjoy it. Let us know what you think. It will be. I'm not exactly sure yet because I haven't figured out exactly where it's going, but we'll figure that out as we go, and we'll talk about it more.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, but
For sure. Do you know like the podcast app on like iPhones? Can people?
I have no idea.
Okay, cool.
I haven't actually. I know we have a service that does that. You upload it
Okay.
to, but I haven't actually really looked that much into it, so I'm not exactly sure at the moment what it's gonna.
Well, when we know, you will know.
Yeah, we'll put it on we'll put it on that Instagram account.
There we go. Yes, exactly.
But I mean, we haven't seen each other in a month.
Mhm.
We used to work together every day. What else has changed? Has there been anything change in the last month? Anything crazy that happened?
Like in the world.
Well, just you. More
No.
than the world. Yeah, the world's there's always weird stuff going on and crazy things, but
I don't. Shout out to my dad. He's like quit drinking and he's like lost a bunch of weight and
Nice.
he's like working out a lot. Yeah,
Oh, good
he
for
also
him.
really wants to be on this. He's like one of the two people I told about this podcast, and he is like, "All right, let me know when I can come on."
see, that's another thing that I'm happy that we're actually doing it now because I can actually tell people because I haven't
Yes,
told a
yeah.
soul about this because I was told not to.
Yeah, well,
So-
I think it's like somewhat, when you a bunch of people talk about, like people are like talk about something that's cool in their life, and if it doesn't happen, then it's kind of like this anticlimactic big disappointment.
Yeah.
So just in case it didn't work out, or
Yeah, I get
something
that.
happened and we never got to it, it wasn't this like big hyped up thing.
Yeah, I get that. Still, I can actually tell people now. I'm excited.
Yes.
But well, that's good. We'll have your dad on at some point then.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
That will be if we ever want to have a 3-hour long episode
That's fine.
that we break down, or
we can cut it
post
down
all
to
at
different
once.
ones, or we
Yeah.
can post it all at once. We
It might be on a few because I don't know if I can get him to just talk for 30 minutes only.
That's
So,
fine. I mean, we talked about it before we started today. It doesn't really matter how long we go. We can
Right.
decide what we want, and we can keep
Mhm.
whatever or cut whatever. Or if we only want to talk for 10 minutes one day, we'll talk for 10 minutes, and then another day we want to talk for an hour. That's fine too. But
yeah. What about you? Anything happening that you've been wanting to discuss?
really, I mean, everything. The only thing that I did during that month was work a little bit and spend 3 weeks on vacation in Florida. So
And I
And-
got a lot. I heard about that
yeah,
a little
heard about
here
that.
and there.
You got
Heard
pictures.
the pictures, the beautiful pictures.
Was there any picture that you liked the most that I sent you while I was there?
I don't know what I liked the most. I liked the least was the Small World After All.
Yeah, I
ride.
know,
hate
you don't-
that ride. It
That's why I
creeps me
sent it
out.
to you. It's because
know.
I knew you. I knew
No.
you'd get a kick out of that. So
I do love Cinderella's castle. I feel like that's hard.
it's really
to-
pretty especially with like the projections and things that they do now with it.
I bet.
It is really pretty.
I bet. I have the best. I think I've told you this, but my like only memory from really I went to Disney World because I was like 3 or 4
Yeah.
was going to meet Cinderella, and she was like, "Hello, little princess." And from that day, I was
You're,
like,
you're
"You
a
bet."
princess. Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve is a princess. Yes.
Don't forget it.
Oh man. Well, is there anything else you had planned to talk about today, or are we about to wrap it up?
No, I think that's a good.
Wrap up episode 1.
Sure.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. How do you feel?
Good. I'm
Good?
excited.
Excited?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully, more than just your dad will listen to this. We'll see. If we'll take anybody who wants to listen to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna
that
do a little-
is about it, everyone. So we will see you, I guess, in about a week.
All right. Bye.